So like basically, this one actually costs a lot more, of course, like the hotel part. I'll have more as we get closer to the deals. We'll have a pitch deck. It's not like just this scramble. We're just brainstorming right now.
Mm-hmm.
Letting you know what we're going towards.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get the deal, right? All our deals are actually pitch decks. It's going to look like
they're what?
A pitch deck.
Pitch deck.
So, yeah, they call it a pitch deck. Actually, let me go look on my. I'll show you an example. So this is one of the examples. So all of instead of us going to random people, we're going to our inner circle, which is you guys, and basically showing you a pitch deck, which is gonna show you more, instead of like telling you all of these things that we've done and then why you should invest in this project. It's gonna show you more details on like how much the deal costs. Like if you really look at how much we're going to rent out the rooms, you can tell our opportunity costs. So we're gonna show you more of our pro forma, how much money does it involve with this project. So more spreadsheet. So it's like a packet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is more catered to like just investors. Like partnership is way different.
For your Turtle Beach, what's it called? The Turtle Hut Inn, the one that you have. What's the average price per night for the rooms?
That one is around like $90.
$90 a night.
Yeah, and then we charge by head.
Yeah.
When you hit a certain amount of head, like so $90 baseline, and then if you want to add people, it's another like $20 for each person. But that's like in the low end.
Mm-hmm.
Cocorimas is the one that I just showed you. That is what we're intending to give to you guys. Oh, that's besides. This one, these are this one, rooms. I don't know if you can see that. This is how much. So the $90 is like a family suite. Station 3. This one is in Station 2. So if you can look at how much it is, I'll probably show you guys an example of our pro forma. Actually,
La Carmela, I stayed there before.
Do you want to look at it?
No, we stayed at La Carmela, the one on the list.
Oh. Sorry. Hello, Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you guys for a bit. What did you say, Chris?
No, I said the one on the list, it says La Carmela. We stayed there before.
Ah, yeah. That is one of our comps. We still look at comps. In the Philippines, we don't look into the public records. We actually walk around because they don't tell public records is not accurate. We declare it's smaller. Like when you buy something in the Philippines, I think I mentioned to you guys that they allow us to give us 2 forms. We declare how much, like if the actual building is 1.1 million, they're allowing us to tell them that we paid only like $500,000.
Really?
So remember, because of tax purposes, they have like a different system. It sounds like so shady, but apparently every business owner knows.
Yeah. For like
so we rely on our bird dogs, like the people that's there. We gather information like manually. That's why it's so hard to get into the Philippine market like this, because you do have to. We don't have like databases to rely on, like in the U.S. There's so many databases.
Yeah,
right. For like the hotels that you guys have, do you guys do like promotions and stuff to like make sure that the like marketing and stuff for the hotel and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yes. Let me just look. We have that. We have a budget for it already. We have a marketing budget for all of that. So people walk around. That's one of the reasons why we want to partner up with celebrities.
Oh, so that they can stay. So then you get a lot of publicity.
And influencers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like obsessed with one of these YouTube people. That if she, basically, we're targeting YouTubers.
Yeah.
So we invite them over. They just show the hotel. It's like the common thing that they do in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like one of our future thing is finding an ambassador for us, so that our marketing is like, I'm not good at marketing. These YouTubers are like, we have a budget for marketing. Period.
But ideally, it'd probably be like a station 1 type of resort that you would try to get them to go to, right?
Yeah.
It has to be like kind of bougier.
It's just like right now we are going into a deal at station 1. It's just a lot of like paperwork, right? The station 2, we target us YouTubers that have like the number of viewers, like a subscription, right? They have like 500 to 1 million. Those are the people that we invite. We want to invite. So we're planning to do that actually this year, in the end of on the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't find where it is. So, yeah, the pitch deck. This is. I will actually look for that file. I think I encrypted it. It's on my computer. But this is the basic of the whole thing is the structure. 50K from us, from you guys. And then we do the rest. And the reason why we're able to do that is because we actually buy our properties creative finance. So we also turned our sellers into our investors as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So instead of, we kind of cut out the bank at this point. So the seller becomes our mortgage. We just give them like, $4,000 a month for the thing until there's like a time frame that we do. We tell them we'll give you a balloon payment for the rest. So we'll tell them we'll pay $4,000 for like 5 years, right? And then give them a balloon payment. But a lot of people want this because they don't want to get taxed by capital gains. they don't want that whole 1.1 million and then get taxed 30%.
Yeah.
You know? And then on top of that, that money's going to be in the bank, and then they're going to get taxed as well.
Yeah.
So our sellers like it this way. Time frame really is like for one of the turtle and then Cocorimas and green yard, it's the same. They're around 60 million pesos.
Mm-hmm.
Up to US 1.1 million, and basically we pay them sometimes 4,000 to 8,000 depending on the income of the hotel a month. So this money comes from the income. So the income average is around 40K a month. And then when you become a partner, that's when we start to give you like the financial statements.
Financial what?
Financial statements.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna see like more of the content, like the behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
like the, what's the word? Confidential stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're going to see. You're gonna see more of the confidential stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the average. This is a year.
480.
Oh,
For one hotel.
The average
One
income.
hotel. This is without a restaurant. Okay, this is only 15 to 30 rooms, depending if you leave it the same. This case study is from the turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cocorimas is a lot grander, like it's bigger. But do I like to go from the minimum, just so that if we overshoot it, we're safe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So this is the average. A lot of people don't know that they don't want to go into Boracay because they don't want to do the tedious work. But we have the manpower to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is a year. I promise I will make a more I'll give it to Crizz.
Okay.
More straightforward kind of document, just one paper,
Mm-hmm.
and you can read it off, right? But this is our average income, and this is actually, believe it or not, this is net. So we took out the
gross.
The gross.
Not
This is not gross. This is net.
Mm.
That is the one that without all the taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is net. This is without a restaurant, but like I said, every deal is different.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just based on an average that we're going through right now. So technically, I did round it up a little. I think it's like from the top of my head, it's like 390, like that. I know it's like 39, and it's closer to 440. And it differs like different,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we go over because we do have packages of like people that stay, and then like
Yeah.
The bundle stuff.
Yeah.
So income wise, this is how much it is, right? Your guys is, if we go into partnership, this is how much you would make off of one hotel a year. So 40% is this.
For like liability insurance and stuff, do you guys get that all through the Philippines? For the hotels?
We have in our board members, we have a member that actually deals with only insurance.
Okay.
So anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll even step it up a little further to get like life insurance to cover our partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if something happens, it'll still be covered.
Mm.
Yeah. So we have insurance for disasters, natural disasters, right? And then basically, I don't think they get flooded there, but flood insurance also.
Yeah.
And then for investment purposes, partner purposes, we are requiring to get life insurance. Just so that also in that, there's a thing where you can borrow against it also.
Mm-hmm.
It's another source to get money if we need it. So we're going to build layers to protect ourselves.
What's the average cost of like maintenance and upkeep for a hotel annually for like say like the turtle one?
So our total one, our total maintenance fee that is looking like is $3,000.
$3,000 annually?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, and it's because what we notice is that the employees are very good.
Oh.
They're really like aunties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, we put a budget of 10,000. Steve is more custom there. I'm like more custom here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I kind of overshot sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll put the max. He's been telling me 4,000. What we're coming to like seeing right now, it's 3,000. Sometimes 2,000.
Wow.
For turtle. And it's because we fixed all of the initial stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's like how's like old plumbing and stuff over in the Philippines? Like, is it updated like pretty, or do they usually keep it like the OG? You know, like all the old like pipes and all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So a lot of for our standards, we want that Coca-Rimas kind of vibe. So if plumbing is an issue, we are going to deal with it. Turtle Inn didn't have any plumbing issue.
Mm-hmm.
It flushes, so we do see if there's pressure, right? And one of our hotels, we have to actually put a pump.
Yeah.
So the water can go up.
Because I did notice that when I was in the Philippines, that water pressure is always kind of like a problem over there.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah. So we're actually, that's one of my complaints. Because like when I went to the Philippines too, I don't like, I'm kind of, the bathroom is something I'm really upset with. I can't do it.
You know, like a lot of people, they'll base their experience just off of like, you know, like simple things like that, like water pressure, how fast it gets hot, if you even get like hot water, you know, because a lot of times, you know, especially, you know, in some of the like smaller hotels, like it's like sometimes you just don't even get like hot water, you know?
Anything. Yeah.
Oh.
No. That's one of the things that I talked to our engineers about. So when Turtle Inn was a little different because they did maintain that property.
Mm-hmm.
We got lucky because, unfortunately, they did get divorced. That's how we got it. But usually, when properties in the Philippines, it's usually we have to replace plumbing. So that's a major thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Major thing. Because our original one, I don't know if you can see this, but we walked the property. Steve checked all the pressure. It's good, but they have pipes that are not working. So technically, we're actually revamping all of the plumbing. We actually have the what's it called, plumbing blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So electrical is a big thing for us because we also want to stay green.
Yeah.
We want solar. So we are gonna try our best to be green, right? It's kind of hard because that it is expensive to be green.
Yeah.
Like a green. As we grow, we expect to be one of the like green companies.
Yeah.
In Boracay. So we want to preserve Boracay as much as possible.
Is it expensive doing like, because like the other thing I notice, it's like, you know, when you're in the Philippines and like hotels is specifically in the Philippines is like roaches and stuff like that. Like you know, like it's super freaking common.
No,
like
I'm on that too. Like we want our hotels to be roach free.
Yeah.
And honestly, I saw a big rat that looked like a cat.
Yeah.
So I'm bad. We want it to be as much as possible stick to these kind of like this standard.
Mm-hmm.
Turtle Station 3, there are hotels that we have seen that have like roach problems and stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna tent them. Technically, one of them we almost bought. We were gonna tear it down. We just wanted the land.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what would you have to do, say, if they did? It's like you would have to just like go in and have it like completely like gassed up, you know?
Honestly, we buy it so much of a discount that we have the budget to tear it down.
Just tear it down.
Yeah. That's when we buy something, I don't want to pay like top dollar for it.
Yeah.
It's like really like we have an option. Once when we see and evaluate the property, we already know what we're gonna do with it before we bought it. So if there's like plan A and then there's the plan B. So if you come across the roach problem and it's like the small ones that live in the walls, I don't know if you guys experienced that, but the big roaches, they live outside.
Yeah, the small ones are
the small ones, I've never seen in the Philippines, but they live in your walls.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they live in the walls, and then you see it coming out of the outlets, like the little they're like the little shells of or wings and stuff of the little ones, and then when you shake the outlet a little bit, you can see it like coming out because there's so many.
Exactly. Those are the things that are hard. So whenever we talk to our engineers and stuff, they tell us all these issues. I want to spend more money on the foundation stuff, more than how it looks.
Yeah.
Technically, because even you can spend like a lot on. I want to spend more on how the structure is built. Plumbing, electrical.
all like the bare bone necessities type stuff. Yeah.
And then over time, you can update stuff.
Yeah.
Like just get it as clean as possible, because a lot of, like, let's face it, a lot of the things that we dread when traveling is bathrooms.
Yeah.
Right? And then how hot it is. So, like, what we want to do is make sleeping and like showering
as comfortable as possible.
Yeah. Like half the time you're gonna want to explore Boracay.
Yeah.
You know, so what our thing is, we don't want any roaches and stuff. So when we buy a property, we know that we're gonna tear it down already. There's no way we won't, like, in the middle of the thing, we'll find out those roaches. We'll find out in the beginning. There will be traces, you know. Yeah. Me and Steve don't like rats, so we just naturally ask our engineers or whoever's inspecting the place to find out if there's rats.
Yeah, any infestation of anything.
Yeah, because my fear is, you remember the Mummy movie?
Yeah, the one where they crawl in, you know?
Yeah, and then they open the door and it just burst out.
Yeah.
Me and Steve have the same deal.
Yeah, because honestly, you get one of those, and the rating for the hotel immediately like, drops. Like people will just start, they'll be like, "Oh, this was my experience," and then it's, "Oh man."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the good part about being in Baraka is that there are three things that, first off, your land is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're already buying it in a discount. So anything about anything we'll find out in the beginning. And then our planning structure is like longer just because when we break ground, it's quick. We don't want to change things up, change orders in the middle. I really don't like change orders. Like, it's tedious. Like, I'm probably not going to be doing it, but, like, everything in the Philippines is manual. And that's what we're experiencing with this deal. And now we know what to do. We're noticing the change orders are, even if a slight change, it's like 30 rooms, 32.
What did you say was the average time from like building from ground up once you already have all the contracts and everything set?
Pretty much it's taking us, we estimated like 2 years, right?
2 years?
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So when you what's it called? For this one, this Kokorimas one, this is about 2 years. From the initial construction-wise, it's more like 8 months, really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
The reason why we can do that is because our engineer has a warehouse of supplies.
Oh. That definitely makes it easier, for sure.
He doesn't have to rent out machines.
He just has everything already?
He just has everything already.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's why we're so fast in the turnover. Where it's long is the initial decisions. Because our engineer doesn't like change orders as well.
Yeah.
So that's the difference from like these things, I guess. Like our engineer is kind of building us to become like, those condos, high rises. He's trying to do. He's kind of like guiding us to become that. That is why he's more like, like he tells us certain things. He's like, he wants to do that kind of project with us. Yeah. So this is pretty much the future. Like this one has more income. No, we're gonna put that.
Kokorimas, you said you're taking it down.
Oh no, Kokorimas, it's this. We took out the pipes.
Oh, okay.
Because they had like for like the code for plumbing and stuff. They want to see like pipes for like sprinklers when there's fire, but it wasn't working.
Oh, the sprinkler system?
Yeah, you can see it. I was asking Steve, why is there red pipes? And it was for compliance. But it doesn't work.
How strict are they over there with compliance with stuff like that?
It doesn't seem like it's strict because they let that pass. And I was like, no, Steve, no. We're putting too much money. I do not want to lose a property because of fire.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Yeah. And then on top of that, we were already doing the plumbing anyways. So we put it into the walls.
I kind of hear that a lot, like in the Philippines, that you can kind of just pay off inspectors.
That's why Philippines is so like sus.
Right?
When it comes to,
with inspectors and stuff like that.
You can you can mostly pay people.
That's why they don't want to go into the Philippines for business,
She showed me this
which is in our favor because the team that we have are like, they have a name.
Mm-hmm.
Steve's family is very well known in Iloilo, so they are technically we're attached to a lot of politicians.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So as much as we don't do any of those things, like in the long run, I don't think paying off an inspector to tell them, green light on those pipes.
Yeah.
In the future, if something happens, our insurance is not going to cover it.
Mm.
Because, like, you have what's wrong with your pipes.
Yeah.
They're not going to cover, our insurance is not going to cover it.
Yeah.
So, as much as possible.
What's the difference between, like, what's, like, the requirement or prerequisite for us to be, like, a 3-star hotel, compared to, like, a 4-star or a 2-star?
Okay, so basically, from what I'm experiencing there, like, the cleanliness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have food, it bumps you up into 5.
As once you have food, then it automatically becomes 5-star hotel?
No. It has like a potential of going to 5
Oh,
stars.
I see.
Easier. Because it's like a whole experience.
Yeah, I guess. Filipinos
You know what I mean?
like inclusive food stuff, especially breakfast.
Exactly.
Filipino breakfast.
Like, usually if you see like all of the Marriotts, there's like free breakfast. It's really 3 to 4 stars or even 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A lot of hotels want to pass the food, so they just give you breakfast.
Yeah.
But it's not really 5-star until you like have a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's really reviews and stuff like that.
Mm.
So like there's regulations like cleanliness. There's like a brackets for all of it, but we're trying to hit 5 stars.
Oh. Who does the rating? Is that like an annual rating? Like they do it once a year or something like that?
For us, it's like when the opening is the biggest thing.
Mm.
Like, like when it opens, we need to hit the first year or 2,
Mm-hmm.
right? Have to be 5 stars.
Mm.
When it gets kind of hard, like what Paul was telling me, is that it gets kind of hard when you have like you ground opening and then you have like 2. You can't, like, it's going to be hard to go up.
Yeah.
You have to like what he's telling me is that he our marketing really has to be on point as well.
Yeah.
Because we need to, if we get 2 stars, 3 stars, right? We would have to brand.
Yeah.
Because the name, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But reviews is important. And then like our restaurant. So it's kind of like a yearly thing, technically.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really, they don't have a time frame.
So like months before like the opening, like you guys are